and email addresses for people who were in default. And then as I was traveling around the country doing live presentations, right, I could literally apply this effective marketing system that I created and capture cell phone and emails. And yes, it got face-to-face appointments. Now, I can only be congruent to me, right? I'm not very good on face-to-face appointments. I'm just not. I'm a asset manager. I'm a former banker. If I didn't have my daughter in my life, I'd probably be a more hellacious character. You can ask Steve. The influence of Steve Guzman and my daughter on my life has been very effective. Did I lose Steve already? I think he's gone. But they will be the first to tell you who've seen me for that long. Like, Doug Gillis is on the call. Doug's known me that long. Doug knows this fact. Doug's been around that long. I have calmed down so immensely, it's ridiculous, right? But as an asset manager, I was a lunatic. These are people who don't pay that tell stories. It's funny because we went on a call last night, right? Kevin and I, we put out tags. We literally got same day appointments. And he got back in the car after the appointment. I didn't go on it. I sat in the car. The woman was Hispanic. I didn't want to overwhelm her with 2 6-foot+ white guys, and Kevin's probably a little more inviting than me. I think of all those things when my appointments go down, right? So Kevin went on his appointment, and he came back in, and he was upset because she told him a story. And as I explained to him all the way home, their job is to you get that they don't pay, right? Like, you all understand this. I think this gets forgotten about. We work with distressed properties, okay? For the next 2 months, we're going to discuss marketing for distressed properties and other leads. I will talk about other leads first, but let's get our distressed leads dialed in, right? Guess what? People are going to stop paying during the holidays because they're going to use their money to buy Christmas gifts and go on trips. Like, that's just going to happen. That's crazy part about the holidays. And the banks actually start to crack down on foreclosures for the first week or two coming up here, right? And then they wait till after the first of the year. That's just what they do. So why aren't you guys out tagging? People are home. People are receptive. It's great. David Hero, do homeowners block your number after talking with them? No, they don't. They don't. I don't have that issue. Okay. Ralph Robles is correct. This is about data and King. So I've generated these. I've gone to the trouble of using the monster to generate an email and a cell phone number, right? Everybody get this? Do you understand what you're getting? The actual cell phone and email address, whether or not they want an appointment with you, of somebody that I know who's missed a payment. How are you not running a long-term plan? We've talked about it a million times. You know, I've converted most of these into a data list, which I can't find at the moment. I was going to pull it up for you. But this list is paramount to your success, right? You guys will pay, I don't mean you, I mean people in real estate will pay an ungodly amount of money for Facebook advertising, right? That takes 6 to 9 months. Anything I do on Facebook, I have to assume that it's going to take me 6 to 9 months to convert those leads. Does that make sense? Because that's generally what it is. But I just had somebody engage me, tell me, I know for a fact they've missed a payment, and I have their cell phone and their email. Can I hammer this again for all of you? You've got the cell phone and the email of people who missed a payment, period. That's all you need to know. Okay, the rest of this is immaterial. If you get a face-to-face appointment and you brand them, that's better, right? But at the end of the day, don't care. That's a byproduct. Here's why. I suck at the front door. That's why I have Kevin in my group go to the front door, right? So was the monster designed for people who have weaker closing skills? Yes, it was built for me because I have no conversion skills. Nobody wants a banker going to their front door. I remember doing a deal 5 years ago where I went to the woman's front door. She started to melt and cry and was handing me a check because I just smelled like a banker showing up at her front door. I had to call David and turn the deal over. I could not mentally process it, right? That's not what I was there for. I was there to find out what her plan B was, all the scripts that we work on. I'm trained just like you by the same source, right? I'm trying to get into my plan B script and what are you going to do? No, the woman's handing me a check. Why? Because I'm coming off like a banker. You can only be congruent to who you are. Okay? If you're a good person who's there to try to help these individuals, you will be successful. If you are there to get a listing and these people don't really matter to you, then you will fail. The minute you start phoning it in and start qualifying leads or do any of that stuff, you are going to fail. You are not going to be able to convert with the monster. You will not get deals with the monster. Got it? It's kind of preachy, but we'll get into other forms of marketing later and discuss that in greater detail. All right, so now I've got an email and a phone number. What can I do with it? All right, since I am a guerrilla marketer by nature, and most of you probably want some help on the topic, you can log into lee-honish.com, .club, sorry, right? lee-honish.club. As part of the coaching group, there is a follow-up sequence that you can use that is driven by the telephone number and an email. We ran an accountability group where I guaranteed that if everybody did what I said, they'd get a listing. So I wrote the sequence down. We did it every single day, and everybody did it, right? I only had one person who didn't get a listing. He literally, and I'm not even making this up, got a listing one day after we did our sequencer competition. But I still refunded the money. I thought it was hilarious. I will take his word for it because I know the individual. But it literally happened the day after. So if you go to lee-honish.club, use the sequence that I've written out, it will generate a listing for you. Now, if that's too much, let's talk about the bare minimum you should be doing, right? We've talked about it repeatedly. You should be using Sly Broadcast. You guys are killing me. Killing me if you're not using Sly Broadcast. I've sent you guys a link so you guys can get free, I think you get free credits based on the link that I've sent out. I'll send it out again with this video, right? You just upload your list into Sly Broadcast, right? You start a new campaign. What am I going to call the campaign? Follow up. And the date you're going to do it, right? If you put your phone number in here, let me give you guys some thought on this topic, okay? If you put your phone number in here, statistically, people will not listen to the message and they will just call you back. So if they call you back, are you still winning the game? My opinion, yes. But you might be a little scared to take a live phone call. You're afraid to talk to the homeowner. I don't know. I don't know everybody's individual story, what your strengths, what your weaknesses are. But I am telling you that if I put in my cell phone number, right, just like that, I'm going to get people who aren't going to listen to the message and call me back directly. My opinion, I've won if they call me back because it's still permission-based. I'm telling you, it's a much easier conversion. Because here's exactly what they're going to say. Hi, I missed your call. Yeah, hi, I dropped some information off regarding your, the information I dropped off regarding your alternatives to foreclosure and your loan modification. How's that going? That's it. Stop overcomplicating it. For those of you that are doing too much examination of what you need to say, what you need to take at the front door, all that, just do it. Right? Kevin had a problem the other day at the front door, and he was having a string of people saying, I got it all taken care of. Okay. You don't have to overcome objections. You don't have to get crazy. Tell them the truth. Hey, the reason I'm here is because your title report is still showing you actively in foreclosure. We have a problem. Can I get you a copy of that title report? If you are branding and creating a relationship, you're going to win in the long run. I don't know why it is that everybody looks for a home run all the time. Literally all the time. Lee, I hired your program as a silver bullet. I expect a listing immediately. I generate face-to-face appointments, and with a byproduct of generating cell phones and email addresses. I've created a sequence that if you follow it over a course of 30 days, you will convert your leads into listings. But it's, you have to follow up. You have to follow up. If you assume that you're just going to find somebody at the front door who's in a position to sell immediately, you are crazy, right? That's literally 1 out of 100, 1%. Why are we going back to numbers that resemble door knocking, cold calling, and mailers? Why would I use permission-based marketing like the monster that gets a 20% call rate, right? 20% are going to call in and leave their information, cell phone, email, minimum cell phone, but including email, right? Why would you not use that information? It's the bulk of the information you get, whether or not they accept or decline an appointment. I know this is a little preachy point, but this is really important. Okay? You get a 10%, on average, 10% face-to-face rate, right? It's why I'm able to guarantee face-to-face for all of you. I have never, in 5 years, I don't think that I've ever had to pay out on the guarantee. What I have discovered is people using bad data, people hiring people to put out tags. But when I go and put out tags, even in the most, there's too many people, I found tags on everybody's mailbox. I tag the same route, tag the same houses. I still got calls, still got appointments. You know why? Because it always, always, always works. Always. Always. The area's not working, adjust it. Go one city north, go one city south. It's not that hard. 36 properties in one isolated area. If it's not getting 3 to 6 calls and 3 to 6 appointments, there's something wrong. Right? And the biggest thing that it produces are cell phones and emails, and you're not doing anything with them. I know this is kind of preachy for this call, but this is real life. So I put in my cell phone. I know I'm going to get a call back. I'm going to record via my cell phone, right? My dial-in number. If anybody wants to call this number and record a message, I guess, on my for my own, or I can upload it and record it right here, right? All of your, I actually have stuff because I create so many podcasts. I have recording software. I mean, I'm more than happy to generate one so you guys can hear what a call would be like. I'm going to record one just for you guys. Real time. Ready? Put this on my Bluetooth. And I'm going to make sure the audio's up. This is Audacity. It's a free recording device. So here you go. I'm going to record the message. Hi, my name's Lee. I dropped off some information regarding your home. Sorry. Hi, my name's Lee. I dropped off some information regarding your loan modification and your alternatives to foreclosure recently. If you would like some help or information regarding your loan modification and alternatives to foreclosure, why don't you give me a call, 858-663-2537, or text me at the same number. I'm happy to check out the title report or anything. Please give me a call. Is that hard? Everybody understand? That's congruent. And by the way, that's evergreen. Did I miss anything with that? Bob, Chuck, and Dougie. Both Dougies, Ranger and Gillies. Any questions right here? So it's done. Easy squeezy, David. I'm going to export my audio into the old MP3 format. Right? Record. I always put dates. If you don't put dates when you record a lot of audio, you don't know. It doesn't have to be smooth, Natalia.